Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays Civilization 6 Rise and Fall, continues with our England playthrough. We're getting towards the point of victory, I think. We're coming up on computers pretty soon. In 19 turns, we're going to get some extra money from this. We want to try to get Athens before winning the game. That's our goal here. And we were trading with them. I think we should just continue trading with them. We need to try to get some of those things going. One thing I was thinking of, so it costs us 2,000 faith, I think, right now to buy a naturalist. What if we take the time to switch back to theocracy in 5 turns, and then purchase our thing with the discount, and then the next turn pick up like naval tradition or something to switch back, take like a 1-turn thing. So we'll be back in a government we don't want for a turn, and then from that point on, you know, we'll get the discount, we'll buy the thing, and then we'll switch back. It seems like an okay idea to me. I don't know what you guys think, but to me that seems reasonable. Just merely reasonable. Not amazing or anything like that, but I think it's probably worth doing, especially since a 15% discount on 2,000 is 300. That's like 3 turns of faith for us, so that's actually pretty significant when you think about it. So I think it's probably worth doing. Let's see. What's going on in our world here? In the real world, your boy just started that whole, you know, couch to 5K thing. Trying that thing out. By trying it out, I mean I'm gonna rock that thing. I'm gonna get myself back in it. Cause your boy is trying to lose a little bit of the weight over time. No, nothing to steal there. Yeah. And I'd been doing some workouts and stuff, and some runs were involved in it, and like that was always like the part that was kicking my butt the most. So I was just like, you know what? We can do something about this, I feel. We can spend the other days maybe getting that couch to 5K in. And for any of you out there that are, you know, maybe like me, you might be overweight or whatever. You might not be. Plenty of you are probably in great shape. But for me, your boy, he's let himself go over the years. You know, I had that desk job. I still work around the desk most of the time. So I just have to put in exterior time. Oh, we don't have plastics to get things done. And I really just, you know, you let yourself go for long enough, and then it just takes a long time to get out of it. So I gotta push myself hard. And all I just want to say from that is that, you know, if you were in a similar position and you're looking to change, man, it's just one day at a time. You just get out there and you do the things. Just one day at a time, that's all. That's how you have to take life in general, I think, is one day at a time.
Benjamin Franklin
Obviously,
may
planning
have-
is important. Ooh, you might be getting killed this turn. I don't know. We'll see. You are pretty tough compared to these guys, but that is a dangerous position for you. But that's it. A little minor amount of motivation from your boy Omega Alden today. He's feeling hyped from a good workout, and he just wants to pass that on to you guys out there. Hopefully, you don't mind. You don't have to do anything from that, by the way. Obviously, I have no control or anything like that, but sometimes all it needs is just a little bit of a minor inspiration or whatever. You're like, oh, you know what? This dude can do it. Why can't I? And the answer is that you probably can. I believe in you. If you believe in yourself, then you'll be rocking it, I think. So we need to get our Red Coat army up here. if our artillery can handle taking down the walls up here, then we might be able to just chip away at this thing with ranged attacks. But she does have some decent stuff over here that could rock us, so we gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. It's dangerous out there. The world's a dangerous place. So in this game, I am gonna say that I think I got lucky. I think that we're probably gonna win this one at this point. Just I don't think I'm going out on a limb at that point. I think we've handily made it to the point where we're pretty sure that victory is in our grasp. But I kind of credit that to a couple things here. While our positioning and our start and stuff like that was not the strongest, we did start out next to some of the tougher and more aggressive enemies, which actually, like, you might think that that hurts, but it kind of helped us. As far as I mean, I'm just trying to think back, and I may be wrong here, but this is my assessment of it right now, is like, we started next to some of the powerhouse people, the people we had to interfere with and whatever to stop them from being runaway successes. Had they started on the other side of the map or something like that, you know, they may be in space already or whatever, because I wouldn't have been able to take them out, and they might have steamrolled some AIs, and who knows? Who knows what would have happened? We need a... I'm just scanning the map right here for a thing to pick up for this guy. If there's one around here, I can't see. Okay, here we go, up here. But yeah, so my thoughts are that we are in a situation where, you know, I was able to take out some tougher enemies along the way, and then luckily it was like tough enemy after tough enemy in like all directly adjacent to me, so I didn't have to like go through someone else usually. Although I did go through what, Macedon at some point. But that didn't take very long. And he's also an extreme aggressor AI, so kind of fits the theme that I was talking about. Nanmadol, be mine. Liberate. Alright, so Nanmadol is on our side again. After being taken by the evil Norwegians. The vicious Norwegians. We have freed them, and now we get a minor amount of culture out of it, maybe. Norwegian. So this must have uranium on it. That's the only thing I can think of is why we can't plant forest there, so probably uranium happens to be there, which is fine. Not the end of the world. I was just looking to plant forests wherever we could. But yeah, so that's what I thought. Like, I mean, we had an unfortunate start. I think we ended up playing it okay, but I think the game also kind of laid the AIs out in a way that worked for us. Because we started at one edge and were able to go through and actually get through the important civs as we were going, which kept us in the game and everything like that. One of you mentioned on there that, you know, the game is probably not balanced for huge maps and anything different than like standard it's probably not balanced for, and I agree with that. I think that's a decent assessment. Ooh, he lived! He's done it. Return and heal, my dude. 'Cause it's a dangerous and scary place out there. And we want you to be okay. So we have enough space for multiple parks up here. We've got at least 2 spaces for parks. And this is going to be pretty good. And we're going to get +2 appeal to all our tiles. So I think those things are going to rocket. And I think that's probably going to be all we need for the rest of the game. Because I don't think we're going to get enough faith fast enough, you know, to do anything different. One thing I will point out, one of you mentioned it. I was fully aware of it, but I just want to pass it on. It's a good comment. If you're looking to place national parks, just remember that you can go into your cities, go to your manage things, and then like swap tiles around if you need. Because like your national parks have to all be contained within a single city. So sometimes you might need to change which hands they're in. And that's easy enough to do. But things like that, like sometimes you don't switch, you know. You may not switch around your tiles all that often in your normal gameplay, so you may forget a thing like that exists. But it does. And you can get some good use out of it, potentially. Let's move you up. So, Athens. I think we can chip away at this as long as he doesn't... He does have... Or she does have that army up here. That army is definitely a potentially bad thing for us to run into. But all we're looking to do is hold Athens for a turn for the achievement. That's it. Just hold it for a turn. We don't have to do anything crazy. This has been a fun game for me, even though, I mean, it's been... I think part of the fun is that it's been a constant struggle. We've gotten to the point where I think it's less of a struggle, although we are butting up against a timer as we're trying to complete that achievement. But beyond that, I'm feeling like this was a decent and fun matchup for us. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I mean, it's not anywhere near over yet. I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, we still got a ways to go for culture. Once we get computers, it'll start pouring in faster. I'm just going into a retrospective already because it definitely feels like this is going to be a victory for me, so I kind of wanted to just put things in perspective, think about what we've done. There are things we could have done better in this, but if we were able to get some not achievements, but some wonders along the way, that would have helped us out. But with so many AIs, I don't know if that would have been possible. Deity's I mean, it's obviously the highest difficulty. I was gonna say it's a difficult thing to get. It's a difficult thing to get anything accomplished in, really. I mean, it's if you understand what's going on and stuff like that, it's not too hard to win a deity game. But it's very hard to get some things like wonders built ahead of the AIs because they have a huge boost on you. And so you just gotta work with what you're given, really. You gotta roll with the punches. That's what a deity game's all about, as far as I'm concerned. You check out your environment, you see what you're given, and you see what you can do to thrive. Usually, unfortunately for the AI, it involves conquering your neighbors a lot of the time. At least for me. Some of you may play the game very different than me, and that's fine. I hope that if you do, you succeed frequently. And I'd like to learn from you, because I personally find it very difficult usually. I mean, aside from, we did play a mostly peaceful game as the Kree where we didn't declare war, we didn't capture, was it the Kree? I think it was the Kree. Where we didn't declare war, we didn't capture any cities or anything like that, and we tried to always make peace. And we accomplished that just fine. It's not my favorite play style as far as things go. I feel like, I mean, I do enjoy building up and that aspect of it. But you take out the military aspect and you've really taken out a lot of the game. Because, you know, most of my turns are moving guys around. Advancing some attacks here. Ooh, this guy, that is a AT. Can he move and attack me this turn? I don't think he has range, so I should take some pot shots at him. Because he is a danger and a menace, and we don't like him. If we can kill him with ranged units, that'd be fantastic. Also, we do have our redcoats showing up, so they may be able to help in this situation. The redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming. We've heard it before. Oh. A natural wonder. What is it? Is it, coral? What is that? I don't know what that is. It's either like a reef or something. Obviously, it's a reef or something. That covers pretty much everything. I don't remember what wonder it could be. The Aspis. So in 5 turns we get Eiffel Tower. In 1 turn we're gonna be able to switch governments. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna change our governments like we're saying. We're gonna choose a government that, or a civic that takes 1 turn. We're gonna switch back. They killed my scout. That was my favorite and only scout. I don't care.
The coal.
I apologize. I apologize. Whenever I hear the words I apologize, I think of, the show Deadwood. I don't know if you're familiar with Deadwood, but it was an HBO show from a while back. Good show if you're into those types of things. But there's just I don't remember what the sequence was. I think it was the guy that was sick. And he's just laying down, like, dying or whatever. But he doesn't, spoiler alert, he doesn't die. But he's just sitting there going, I apologize. Because he's, like, delirious from fever or something like that. Anytime I hear I apologize or say I apologize, that's what I think of. So weird and random thing to be connected to, but now you know. Now you know. Despite being heavily outnumbered, our guy in a city was just fine. Imagine that. I'm just prettying up the area for no reason. We're not building any sort of national parks over here. But we're gonna plant trees because it makes the world a better place. And you have to think about tomorrow, not just today, guys. I was streaming earlier, and I don't know, we were just talking about, like, somebody said North Carolina was like 48th in like education or something like that, and I'm like, you know, obviously in the States, your state's gonna be ranked something in there. I'd like for the lowest of the low to still be like super high quality. That's what I'd like for our country. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan, big believer in education, so I want I just want people to thrive. I don't know why I thought of that, or why we ended up on that topic at all. But yeah, education. I'm a big fan. Seems like a random thought. I don't know why I got there. If I go back and listen to this, maybe I'll have maybe something will trigger why I thought of that. But for now, it just seems like a complete non sequitur. I'm okay with that, though. Sometimes you get those. I mean, you know. Why? Why did... I told you to move here. My mouse was here, and it was like, no, I'm gonna attack you. Which is fine. My guy's just fine, but that's not what I wanted. I think that was just the fact that his targeting area is really large. But that thing hoses me a lot. Like, way more than it should. But yeah, there's a lot of non sequiturs in what I do, I think. As I sit here and talk to you guys, talk to myself more than anything, for long periods of time. It's not always the easiest to come up with something of interest to say. Hopefully, keep something interesting going. But we're just trying to get everything going here. Did we do it? Wait, anarchy for 3 turns. Is this from going backwards in... Why are we in anarchy? Have I made mistakes? I can't see the government screen. Why? I've never seen this. Is my beautiful plan of changing governments a stupid plan? What? What happened? Why are we in... I was talking and I don't know what happened. Did I do something to trigger this? I'm ultra confused right now. I am gonna have to go back and look at this because I don't know what I did. I know that I just finished a Civic and I was talking about changing governments to try to get cheaper naturalists. But now we're in anarchy. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Google. Civ 6 anarchy. Switching to a previously adopted government briefly places your civilization into a state of anarchy, which has the following negative effects. You receive no gold, science, culture, or faith from any source. Anarchy has no government, special bonus, or legacy. Your policies cannot be... Oh, man. You won't be able to change governments until the anarchy ends. The more you previously adopted this form of government, the longer anarchy will... Okay. Well... There you go. There you have it. Don't switch back to theocracy to try to get a cheap thing. That was a stupid move. Why? I didn't know that was a thing. I'm sure some of you knew that was a thing. You've probably done it before, but your boy did not. He did not know it was a thing. And so now I'm going to be hosed. And then I'm going to switch back to the government that I was before. And I'm going to go into anarchy again. Maybe I should switch to a different tier government next time. Wow. I would say that was a huge mistake, but I didn't know. If I had known that that was a feature, then it would have been a mistake. I mean, it's inherently a mistake because it's a negative, but that's not a... That was not a feature of the game that I was aware existed. I didn't think they cared if you were jumping around governments, but apparently I was wrong. I am in anarchy. Weird. So I don't recommend you do what I did because it results in anarchy, and anarchy's terrible. Okay, we're clearing the enemies out here. Get a little damage in on the city. Let's see. We want to just get you over here to be able to... I'd like to get both of you into a position to surround this city so that we can beat it down. But we do have to worry about the fact that he has that encampment up there. Or she has that encampment. So I feel downright stupid about my whole little plan here, even though I just didn't know about this feature of the game. And now, if you didn't know, now you know. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. And we currently don't have the bonus for it because we're in anarchy. So we may as well at least wait to get the bonus out of it. We're not earning any faith. This was a bad move, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we're losing 211 gold per turn. Amazing. Wow. If there's anything you can really do to mess yourself up in this game, it's apparently going back and picking up an old religion. I mean, old government. That's just what you might call a terrible idea in this game. It seems a little harsh to me. But I guess they were probably trying to stop what I'm doing right now. And it'll stop it all right. I'm never doing this again. They taught me. Did they bring up a prompt saying my government would go into anarchy or anything like that? Because if they did that, then it's fair, and I'm just a fool. But otherwise, I feel like they just kind of brought this out of nowhere. That this was a policy that unfairly punished the British Empire for trying to be creative. They will rue the day that they put in such a game feature. They won't. It's fine. It probably is accomplishing exactly what I said, which is to stop me from doing this. But, I still hate that they did this to me. Cue the meme of, like, the kid on the bike with the stick where he drops the stick in the spokes of his own bike. That's me right now. Oh man, infantry are here in great numbers. This is not good. Okay, we need to deal with these friendly neighborhood units. We need to take some shots where we can. The redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming. Let's see. So I'm worried about this. We really need to kill this infantry army. If we can get rid of the armies, it's not as big a deal. And I think we can. It's a scary army. It's not the end of the world. So have you encountered anarchy in the game? Have you tried to do what I did and ended up in a horrible, horrible place? I feel a bit silly about it, but I don't think they warned me at all. Although I was talking to you guys like about non sequiturs or maybe public education or my couch to 5K. I was talking to you about something at the time. And so maybe I just clicked through a menu that I shouldn't have just clicked through. That's entirely possible. And some of you are saying I should get neighborhoods and stuff like that. You're 100% correct. The thing is, though, at this point, like, I don't think my cities are going to grow all that much more, even if I mean, if I spend 10 to whatever turns putting a neighborhood down somewhere, it can get a little bigger, but I don't know if it's going to get that much better from it. Alright, take no time, I guess. I suppose. But yeah, like, normally I would say I should have done that, but one thing we've definitely been lacking in this game is production. Our cities have been very weak at building things, so taking the time to build more neighborhoods and stuff like that was a hard sell for me. Let's see here. How are we looking? Okay, he's fine. And the artillery is fine. I just want to kill this camp. I want to end this camp. The menace is gone. We've actually done it. All right, are we in our government now? All right, we made it to theocracy. So if I go back to democracy, the game's gonna crush me? Is that what we're saying here? I think that's what the game is telling me. We want logistics still. Yes, 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 logistics. And we're getting our increased tourism. Do we have any? We did lose colonial offices. We're getting a bunch of gold from this. I don't think we need the loyalty and stuff from colonial offices at this point. So now we should be able to purchase this for 1,700. And then I could live with my mistakes and just stay in this thing and get the faith, probably. I don't know if being in the other government is going to help us out all that. I mean, it does give us housing and stuff like that. We'll probably switch back, but anarchy is a horrible, horrible thing to deal with.
A bird came down the walk.
I feel real bad about it. I don't like anarchy. Not a fan. I prefer law and order. A broadsheet? We found a newspaper? Is that what you're saying? From 1590 we found a newspaper? Or no, that's the year right now. I didn't know newspaper was something that counted as a find in the game. Now I know. It's cool. I just didn't think that was a thing. No, 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 no. Hey, let's get you. Let's go fix this. Did we just stop it over here with the submarines and the shenanigans? At least you're getting me era score that I don't know if I'll need. I don't know if how things are gonna go on that front. So it claims here or here. Oh, I guess because if you build it somewhere else, they all have to all be at least 3 charming level or something like that. Dude, Redcoat Core is actually just better than... The Redcoat is just better than him. That's impressive. I'm not mad. We're gonna get rid of that. Yeah! Dude, I'm hyped about that. That was good. Our redcoats are kicking butt for us over here. We need to get you a promotion so you heal, my friend. That's important business. Steal the sorrows. Now let's operate at a higher level here. Now, let's take a look at where we are. We're at 40 of 2. So we still haven't hit computers, by the way. We're working towards it, but anarchy really slowed my roll there. I don't recommend going into anarchy. So the Kree is at 328 science per turn. That's 100 science per turn more than us. We're at 411 tourism. That's about to spike a lot, I think, from this this national park that we're about to put down. I can't remember national park for some reason. It's hard for me. He's getting 300 culture per turn and 111. So we're crushing the tourism aspect of it. We're also crushing the cultural aspect, but he is catching up to us as far as that goes. Score-wise, 1150. Not an amazing score by any standard. But that's going to end this video, guys. Join me next time as we continue to defend Corinth. We look to take Athens. I think we can do it, although this is a struggle up here. I think we're destroying the forces and all that. It's looking pretty good. We're going to get our national park here. Probably I'll just drop it here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to get a national park. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And, yeah. So like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later, everyone.